I'm so happy to have you on the Quint. Okay, so I watched the film. The one thing that hit me really hard was that chef that who almost chopped your fingers and shut you in a freezer. Have you forgiven him? Have you ever met him by chance? Any encounter with him?
It's good because even if you see what Andre chose for the name of the movie was Buried Seeds, I think it is important that once a seed is above the ground, he should stop. He should be connected to the dark roots. At the same time, he should stop looking at the dark roots and also focus on looking higher.
जब आपको ये फिल्म का ऑफर आया या आपने ये करना शुरू किया, तभी आपको ऐसा फील हुआ that I'm giving away too much maybe, or is your life just an open book?
So before Andre, there was an American filmmaker. She approached me and she said that she wants to write something and she wants to do a short documentary, 1 hour. But I felt that, she kept saying that, but I can't travel to India because it's very dangerous for women. And she would always remark like that. And she said, no, we should just do everything based in New York because that you left behind many years ago. I'm like, that really made me very difficult to understand. Why would somebody say that you left behind it and you need to move forward? Because I feel that we never leave behind. We take a part of it with us wherever we go. When Andre started doing the research, he was more interested in the India part. He said that, there would never be you here without what you've gone through in India as a foundation of you. He was so honest with me about the screenplay and how he's going to divide it into chapters and everything. And I think that also made me feel like I have to be most honest, because not for myself, but I feel for the next generation or the next line of Michelin star chef to understand that there are going to be challenges instead of just showing them the tulips and the flowers and not to. Of course, they are important, but they also come with a huge package of what lies underneath.
पर आप मुझे ये बताइए सबसे difficult part क्या था इस फिल्म को बनाने में?
I think the most difficult part of the movie was scheduling and travels was very difficult because it was a long trip in India and it was middle of everything what was going on that time. And the India part, especially in my college, was not scripted. There was a festival going on there where I was supposed to be part of it. So it was not staged, nothing was staged. And those dates were tough because we had restaurant openings and everything was going on. And when I saw Andre's commitment, I said, you know what, we need to put everything on the back burner and do this. Our schedulings were a little difficult for those travels to and forth. But also they were the most enjoyable because we shot the whole thing in actually natural events. Everything was happening, the graduations, this was. So that was also important for us, for the authenticity of the film.
When National Geographic approached you guys, what was your mother's reaction?
My mother doesn't know about it. My mother will, if I tell her and remind her to watch it, she'll watch it. But, the beauty of having parents who love you for just you are, it's a different equation. When Andre tells me one day that, a Buried Seeds is going to be on National Geographic, I'm like, oh, that's amazing. You could know it's one of the most prestigious platform for any artist. And my mom is like, okay, I'll watch National Geographic. But it's okay that, I like it that she's away from all this in a way, that she's not enamored or she doesn't, and she lives a simple life and I love it just the way she is.
The story that you tell us is very inspiring, what we saw. But now that you have achieved so much, what still keeps you going? What do you want to achieve more?
After 25 or 26 years, cameras happened. So I'm still like, oh no, we have to do this right. We can't miss steps. We have to show how things are being done. So I still get nervous and there's still a lot of mountains to climb. I think my next feature film is about patronizing Indian cuisine to a very abstract and new way. And by the way, I got into movies, feature films, because we were shooting Buried Seas. I got so inspired the way Andre did the story in an abstract way that it made me believe that, I should do feature films because I saw the power of that kind of cinema. And when Buried Seas was screened it premiered at Venice International Film Festival, it did touch me, a chord did touch me, that the influence of a film on a global platform can actually make people feel more empathetic, celebrate, and also feel the pain of the journeys, especially long journeys.
Thank you so much, Chef.
Thank you so much. All the very best. Thank you.